Shalom, on the self souls by giving no praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Mel, Shabashim, Karkodash, double honors to the apostles of a great millstone, and honors you brothers doing the work of the Most High in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh's real name of whom the world name calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh. His real name is Yahweh. His son's true name is Yahweh Shai. And when we pray Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Burman in, harmony da and Sham, meaning names Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Real quick, just wanted to touch on this because I'd seen it and a couple of days back, right? And the thought came into my mind, but just today I was like, actually, let me just touch on this particular thing that happened, right? So this is the Afro Beats star Burna Boy, right? And he basically was in King's Cross. Right, so this is right by the corner of King's Cross Station, and if one of the things I was like, wait, was it known that he was coming and stuff like that? Like, I'm looking at the relative lack of crowd control, which makes me think maybe not, maybe yes. I mean, there's some things going on there, and I'm pretty sure you would have had to have a license. You just see the two guys there or three guys there. And stuff like that. So maybe it was known that he was going to come, because there's no way that London would allow you to just have bare people roll up on the spot, right, without having some kind of crowd control, right? So you may say that's why it was so packed, right? But the thing that came to my mind is starting off the apostles on down, one of the things we've always said is that, look, man, this is why the Lord ain't got these celebrities out here teaching this truth, right? Because then you'd start getting crowds like this. Like it will be nothing for Archeum to go and set up and teach in this corner here, or in one of these different spots around King's Cross. Like it will be nothing for that to be the case. Okay, so it does look like it's a little bit. So they would have known he was coming, right? But it would have been nothing for Arkham to come up and set up, right, and start teaching, in this particular area, right? But guess what would happen? This would happen. People are there just for the celebrity, right? You see all of the arms, all of the cameras are out, right? Just out there to be in the moment, right? Not necessarily because of what it is that we're teaching, but because of the individual that's there, right? Because that's it. In fact, let me grab that as well. I used to get this one all the time. It's Sirach 13:23, right? It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds, right? A man of esteem. When a man of esteem speaks, right, everyone wants to hear. Okay, everyone wants to hear what it is that they have to say, right? Even if that individual's talking BS. Okay, right? People will be more like, oh yeah, but maybe they mean it like this. Start making excuses, right? But goes and say, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Okay, and once again, that's something that we see very much. Okay, Jake don't want to hear someone that is not of a particular position, of a particular standing, right? But that's to their own detriment. That's to their own destruction. Right? This is 1 Corinthians 1:25, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High stronger than men. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, right? So once again, things, people that are, that are, have something in this world, okay? Not many of them are called, right? Because then once again, you start just having people that are, just filling up the streets, right? For the sake of celebrity, right? Oh yeah, guess who I saw today? It won't be, the message. People will be like, oh, guess who I saw today? My Burna Boy, yeah, he was he was in London, and that, yeah, he was by the corner, right? It was by the corner of the streets and that, right? That's what they'll be saying. They won't be saying, yeah, man, the Israelites, blah, 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 and any of that. Okay, this is why once again the Lord has, as it's about to say, has chosen the weak things of the earth. Okay, it goes on to say, verse 27, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, right? And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, the base things of the world, and things which are despised, hath the Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, right? That no flesh should glory in his presence. Okay. But that's it. It's like, the Lord has basically chosen us, and to the average, eyes of the what do you call it, to the average man, to the eyes of the average man, we nobodies, right? We nobodies, but here it is. If we be of the elect, we're the ones that the Most High hath chosen, right, to speak this truth to the world. Okay, if we be of the elect, we gonna get that that praise in the next world. Okay, right now we just what you call it, right now we just what you call it, just through. Okay, just regular men, right? As Apostle Gabar says, just ordinary men, with an extraordinary vocation. Okay, because let's also get this one right. It says Jeremiah 9:23. Right, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, with which exercise love and kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth." Right, for in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Right, so we've got the thing that really matters in this world. Okay, we've got the thing that really matters in this world, and that is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? We read Matthew the 13th chapter. Yahweh Shai basically says, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see." Right, because when all is said and done, when all of this fails, when all of this celebrity ceases, okay, the thing that's really going to be keeping people, basically that's going to be of worth is this truth. Right, it says Proverbs 11:8, right? Or is it 8:11? It's Proverbs 8:11 says, "For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it." Right, so this wisdom is the most important thing, right? It's Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." Okay, so in these times that are to come, right, it's going to become very evident, right, that what we have is better than anything. In fact, let me grab this as well, right, because we understand as well that he is going to come down, right, having great wrath. What does it say? It's Isaiah 59:19. "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and this glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood." Right, you read once again Revelation 12:12. Right, it says the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So the Lord is going to make a way for the elect to escape, and people going to be seeing that. They're going to be like, "Oh snap!" Isaiah 65. Why are they smiling? Why are they in such high spirits regardless of everything that's happening? Right, because we're going to have the Lord with us. Okay, so once again, like I said, when I saw this, I was just there like, yeah, man. That's why the Lord don't have celebrities out here teaching this thing. Right, you saw in the different, some of the angles. I think it was like this one, was maybe like this one. You see basically traffic's all mash up, and this is the thing as well. It's like over here you've got what do you call it, Saint Pancras. So which is basically if you wanted to go from London to Paris, you can go like via the Eurostar. One of the comments like, "Look, man, imagine you're late for your journey." Right, and then you just stuck. No buses are moving, and any of that. Okay, just for some celebrityism, right? But in the so you see people just in the middle of the road, man. Right, just a hot mess, right? But yeah, that's just the point, right? And yeah, that's just the point, man. So as always, what I was edifying. Till next time we say shalom.